Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Well, today we're looking at a microphone. Now obviously sound is really important for your YouTube content creation, any video production to be honest, film production. Microphones are crucial to getting good quality sound. Whether it be presentations to camera like I'm doing now, or whether it be, a film production, somebody on set, interviews, whatever. And what we're looking at today is a short shotgun microphone from Rode. And it's the Rode VideoMic NTG. And here it is. And it's a lovely, lovely microphone. All Rode microphones are excellent. They're designed and manufactured in Australia, and they're really, really well made. Now, this particular microphone has got a gain control on the back. So you can see here, you can adjust the gain. Now, that actually isn't a gimmick. That is so useful. Most microphones, if not a lot of microphones, I wouldn't say most, but a lot of microphones don't have a gain control on the microphone. You're reliant to setting the gain that's on the camera or your audio recorder or whatever it might be. Now that's fine and dandy for a lot of audio recorders because they've got really good preamps in. But a lot of camcorders, certainly not all of them, but a lot of camcorders and DSLRs and mirrorless cameras don't have great preamps. And if you boost the level up too high on the camera's preamp, you can introduce noise. Well, the great thing with this particular microphone, it's got the gain control actually on the microphone. So you can keep the gain on your camera lower and whack the gain up higher on the microphone. You're going to get better sound doing that, having the higher gain on the mic than you would on the actual camera. So that's the gain control on the back here. You can see you just adjust it by turning the dial on the back here, and it's got the setting. You can see where you are in that little window. You can see whereabouts the gain is in that little window. So it has that. Obviously it's got on off. Now with the on off, that is also really, really nifty. It detects the power coming from the camera. So you don't have to remember to turn the microphone on and off. It turns itself on, then when you turn the camera off, it turns itself off. Now, I don't think that'll work with every camera. You need to check your camera model to see if it will provide the transmission to be able to tell the microphone to turn itself on and off. I've tried it on several of my cameras and it works a treat. One of them, it takes a little bit longer to detect the signal coming on, but it still works. So that's a great design. That saves you running out of battery all the time because it's going to turn itself off every time you're not using it. So it has that. It also has a 75 hertz and a 150 hertz high pass filter. It basically reduces rumble noise. So it could reduce the noise of air conditioning, and it reduces noises of various other things, such as trucks driving in the background. You might be recording by the side of a road. You might be doing some sort of interview, and you want to reduce the rumble of traffic noise, and it's great for doing that. It's got also this button here. They're not lighting up because I've not got it plugged into anything to actually power it up. Let me see if it will power up manually. Oh, here we go. Right, so you've got your high pass filters there, and the little light comes on to show that you've got the high pass filter on, whether it be 150 hertz, 75 hertz or whatever. It also has a minus 20 dB pad. So if you're in a really loud environment, and it would have to be a really loud environment, you can set the minus 20 dB pad on, so the output from the microphone is a lot lower, as opposed to being the sort of normal level that the microphone would output. It can also output a safety track. Now that is ingenious. So on this button here, if we switch that, it goes to the two lines. So you've got a long line and a smaller line, which denotes it's going to record a safety track. So on one channel, on channel left, which would be the left-hand channel, channel left, on the left-hand channel, it'd be the normal level. But on the right-hand channel, it'd be a lot lower level, a lower level. So if somebody really shouts or there's loud clapping, you've got a safety track of a lower level, and this microphone will transmit that, which is awesome. And it's very much a directional pickup. So the pickup on the front here is very much directional. It is a short shotgun microphone, so it isn't going to pick up much from behind or around the side of a microphone. Now also it has got your USB-C charging port there for charging it. It's built-in battery. I can't remember how many hours it lasts for, but it's a long time. I will put in the description how many hours it actually runs for. But also, what is great with that USB-C out, there's two other functions that USB-C output has. One is providing headphone monitoring, which is really clever. It's USB-C headphone monitoring. You even need to use a USB-C adapter or get headphones that are USB-C headphones. But the other awesome thing, it will actually act as a microphone, so as a computer microphone. So USB-C out to your Mac or your PC, I can use it as a PC microphone. It's absolutely awesome, isn't it? It's got so many features this particular microphone has. And the audio quality, which is what we're going to look at or listen to in a moment, is also exceptionally good, which again you would expect from Rode. With regards the headphone output, as I say, it will you can plug your USB-C dongle in and use ordinary headphones, but that is great for cameras that don't have a headphone jack. Now, there's a lot of cameras, the Panasonic G100, the Sony ZV-1, the list goes on. There's many cameras that don't have, they have a mic input, but they don't have a headphone jack. Well, with this particular microphone, you can get around that by plugging the headphones into the microphone. That doesn't mean that the sound is going into the camera perfectly, because you might have a problem with the output cable coming from here into the camera, but at least you know that the microphone is picking up good sound, and you know you can be confident of that. So if you've got a good cable connection to your camera, you know you're going to get really good sound quality. So that is basically the design of that. Now it does come with the little windsock. It's not going to be great windsock, but it does come with that. So that will help to reduce wind noise, and it will help to reduce, you know, S's and P's and that kind of thing. So I would probably in the studio here always use it with, well, I would always use it with this on, just to, you know, help give a cleaner sound. But if I'm using it outdoors, which I will go outdoors in a moment, and we'll actually listen to how good this is outdoors at different distances, so you can see how good it is, or hear how good it is. I will almost certainly use the much bigger dead cat that I bought separately for it. It doesn't come with that, but I bought that separately, and then the microphone will just slide, get it the right way round, will just slide onto there like that. It also comes with the Ryko shock mount. So this little shock mount, make sure I don't roll off, comes with the Ryko shock mount. So, you know, that does help protect it from handling noise when you're actually using the microphone. And that very easily just slips, that just clips in. It's all very, very adjustable, you know, so that just clips in like so. So that's really good from that point of view. So you can adjust the position of a microphone when it's on the camera just by sliding the mounting shoe, you know, backwards or forwards. Now that's really handy, because if you are looking through the viewfinder, you don't want to be knocking your nose or your face up against the back of a microphone. So you can slide that all the way forward, and then that's clear of the back of the camera. Yeah, very nifty, very simple. So you can put it where you need to put it, which is really good. And likewise, if you're using a wide angle lens, you might need to move that further back so the microphone doesn't appear in shot. So that'll be further back on the camera. Very, very clever. Well, it's not clever, but, you know, very useful. So, you know, I like that particular feature. So there we go. That's pretty much an overview of the Rode NTG video mic, or VideoMic NTG. What we'll do now is put it on my ZV-E10, so we can actually hear what the sound quality is like coming from the Rode VideoMic NTG. I've now put the Rode VideoMic NTG on my Sony ZV-E10, and the audio you're listening to from this section of the video is coming from the Rode VideoMic NTG. Now, I haven't put any filters in. I don't think I need to in the room here. I haven't got any air conditioning on. I've turned my heater off, so there shouldn't really be any rumbling. It should be relatively quiet. It's not a soundproofed room, but at least it'll give you an indication of what the sound quality is like in a more controlled environment in my studio here. I have put that little windsock on. I haven't put the bigger windsock on, this one here, the a sort of dead cat that I bought separately. When we go outdoors, I'll whack this on so you can actually hear what it's like, you know, with this dead cat on. But that is the Rode VideoMic NTG without any filters added to it. I'm also not recording a safety track. I don't really need, again, hopefully I don't need to. That's a dumb thing to say really, isn't it? Because, you know, you should always have backup audio. Audio is equally as important as picture quality. That's why I use these wireless microphones. I love my wireless microphones because the microphone is going where my voice is. So as I move, the sound will go with it, you know. So, you know, that is really, really good. With these little shotgun microphones are on top of a camera. They are very much a directional sound source. So if I moved over here, the audio quality probably will dip a little bit. I'm still sort of in sight of the microphone, so it probably won't dip that much. But if I went right over to the side, then the sound is not going to be as good as it would be if I'm talking more directly into the microphone, which is what I am here. The microphone's a bit higher than what the camera is, so it's sort of going slightly above my head. It's not completely in line of sight with my mouth, but again, I'm doing this so you can actually hear what the sound quality is going to be like if you did buy something like this microphone. It's good value for money. It's around the £200 mark here in the UK, so it's not a cheap microphone, but it's no, you know, by no means a really expensive microphone. And when you look at the number of features that it has, certainly being able to use it as a USB-C microphone, you know, on your computer, I mean, that is great. And the fact you can plug headphones into it via the USB-C port, I think also is phenomenal, and I really do like that. So it's a great microphone. It's quite comparable to the, it's very similar actually to the, I don't know where I put it, oh here it is, the Deity D3 Pro. If you look at the Deity D3 Pro that I have, I will do a comparison between these two microphones at some point, but the D3 Pro has got your gain control on the back of a microphone. It's got your 75 ohm filter and 150 ohm filter, high pass filter. So you know, quite comparable, though the Deity has come in its own hard case, which the Rode didn't come in a case. So you know, sort of bit of difference there. But another microphone I'm going to compare it against is the cheap Comica. This really is cheap. The Comica, again, short shotgun microphone. This too has got high pass filters, settings, gain control on the back, and it comes with its mount, you know, shock mount. So these three microphones do compare, but this one's really cheap, the Comica. So we'll look at that at a future video, not on this one obviously. But yeah, so that is the sound quality you can kind of expect from the Rode VideoMic NTG. And as I said, I love the fact it'll just turn itself on and off automatically, so you don't have to worry about battery running out. Although I have noticed the red light has come on the microphone, so the battery must be low. I obviously haven't charged it up. You know, I haven't charged it up for ages. Maybe I've not charged it up since I bought it, I'm not sure. But there we go. That's the Rode VideoMic NTG here in the studio. Now let's just nip outdoors and then we'll see what it sounds like outdoors. Now the distance away that I am from a microphone in the studio here is about 2 feet. So it's not, you know, it's not a terribly large distance between me and the microphone. But let's go outdoors and see how well this microphone performs outdoors using the dead cat on the microphone, rather than using you you know, the little windsock that came with it. So let's go outdoors and see what it sounds like. So I've come outdoors into the garden, just doing a quick sound test out here. I'm a bit further away from the camera than I was in the studio. Not a great deal further, but a bit further. And I've put the bigger dead cat on the actual microphone. I've got the level set a little bit higher on the gain control on the microphone, a little bit higher, because obviously I'm a little bit further away from the camera. I'm hoping it's very directional, and it is picking me sound up really good. I mean, obviously if I go out of sort of camera, then you're going to, I mean, you're not going to hear me quite so well, I don't think, because obviously I'm more to the side of the camera than I am directly in front of the camera. But now when I come back to directly in front of the camera, the sound quality should be pretty good. I do, again, I keep reiterating, I do prefer lavalier mics because it's right closer to me, but if you can't do that for whatever reason, I think you'll find this works really well. But you know, you be the judge. So there you go, that was a sound test out in the garden. Now this microphone has got really good preamps built into the microphone, because I've got it set at level 10 with the preamps on the camera set to about 4, and I can go right up to 15. So I'm nowhere near the strength that this microphone can, you know, output. So, you know, it's really good. So if you've got cameras with quite poor preamps, this microphone can actually output really high signals, so that is great. Again, I'm using the Rode VideoMic NTG to close this video. So, you know, again, what you're listening to is from the Rode VideoMic NTG, and I hope you found that, you know, really useful, and I hope you enjoy the sound of it. And as I say, the sound quality should be really good. I've not listened to it yet, so I'm just hoping it's really good as well. So there we go. And as I say, this particular shot here is on my Sony ZV-E10 with a microphone going straight into the Sony ZV-E10. So there we go. Hope you found that useful. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and hit the like button if you like the content of this particular video. That is really helpful, helps me grow the channel. And please leave any comments in the comment section. I do read every comment, and I really enjoy the comments that people leave, so that's really helpful as well. And you know, I really enjoy making these videos, and I hope you enjoy them as well. So again, thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos relating to video, photography, audio, podcasting, so on and so forth. Cheers for now. Bye.